What's up, guys? This is Alexander, obviously. So I'm on my way to take class right now, get my kicks in. And a question that came up by a gentleman whose Twitter handle I, again, don't remember, since nobody uses their real name. And the question essentially amounted to, are there any shortcuts I can take to better health? And this gentleman, he made the comment that he sees people where it seems like they lift. There are definitely shortcuts to more optimal health. Here are disguised as hard work. So how are there shortcuts? Shortcuts are things like testosterone replacement therapy. If you go on TRT, and this requires obviously that you get your blood levels checked, you go in for the appropriate medical testing, you get this done legally. So this is all entertainment advice. I'm not telling you guys to do anything illegal. But yeah, if you go and get prescribed testosterone replacement therapy, or you take even super physiological doses of testosterone, that's going to speed up your gains really fast. You're going to be way stronger, way more muscular. So is TRT a shortcut? Yeah, kind of in a way it is. What else are shortcuts? Optimizing your diet, you could argue, is a shortcut. If you lead an insulin-controlled lifestyle where you judiciously eliminate sugar from your diet, you only eat complex and high-quality carbs, you time your protein intake, you got intra-workout going, you have a very disciplined setup with your eating, that's going to expedite your results immensely. It will. You could also consider it perhaps a shortcut to, well, I want the best, hottest, most healthy body I could possibly have. Okay, train like a bodybuilder 5-6 days a week. Train for maximal muscle mass. Do HIIT training. Incorporate necessary forms of cardio. Now, all this stuff requires a lot of work, but it also will get you to where you want to be much, much, much quicker than if you're taking the slow, incremental approach. So, are there shortcuts? Yeah, but it's going to take very dramatic lifestyle change. You could also make the case for supplements. Could multivitamins help? Definitely. Could supplementing with magnesium help? Definitely. Could supplementing with turmeric help? Definitely. Could supplementing with vitamin D and vitamin K help? Absolutely. You could also do stuff like pre-workouts. Could those help? I want to take caffeine, stimulants, adrenal supplements. Yeah, definitely those can. Now you're going to augment the energy in your workouts. You're going to increase your propensity to train. Maybe you're going to look forward to your workouts more. So supplements can be a shortcut. But again, all this stuff takes work. Are there shortcuts that can make up for a lack of optimization or a lack of time? Aside from hormone usage, and even that, no, not really. There are lots of things you can do to augment your results, but that's the thing. There's lots to do. So if you're viewing shortcuts as a way to minimize effort and investment and maximize benefit, outside of really trying to, optimize your training, do minimalist workouts, no, not really. You can't create shortcuts that way. What you can do is optimize your lifestyle to create an environment to get the absolute best, fastest, most maximization of results possible, if you want to think of it that way. So that's the shortcuts there are. You have hormonal shortcuts, you got training shortcuts, or I should really say optimization. You can optimize hormones, you can optimize training, optimize diet, optimize supplementation. If you do those 4 things, and then you have some degree of stress management on top of that, you can get, like I said, dramatic results, dramatic changes to your physique, to your body. In a hypothetical scenario, if I train somebody 6 days a week, for an hour every day, and I wrote out a meal plan, I prepped all their meals, or I designed out what they're going to have, for all of their, nutritional ingestions, and I did all that for them. I would expect, and I have done it in the past for people, that they will look amazing faster than they could have done on their own. But what was the shortcut? The shortcut was that they outsourced the entire process to somebody that was a lot smarter than they were, and they hired me to do that work for them, and then I just led them through the steps. So was that a shortcut for them? Yeah, with what have taken maybe 3 years of results, they got in 6 months. You look like the stereotypical looking Jesus in the movies. I have heard that many times. Yes, I know. So if you want to outsource something to somebody where they're going to do all of the intellectual work for you, and you just do what you're told, that's a shortcut. That's definitely a shortcut. But again, that requires an investment on your part. Sleep, diet, exercise, pick highest impact. That's a good way of looking at it. You could also look at shortcuts as a way of, what's the one thing that's going to make the biggest impact? If that's sleeping more, it's sleeping more. If that's diet, it's diet. If it's exercise, it's exercise. You know, and if you want to look at, well, what's going to make the greatest totality of impact, it's going to be all three at once. So, any questions on this, guys? Somebody asked something about obesity and exercises, that question that I missed. But that's the gist of it. Shortcuts are just ways to maximize your time, and generally speaking, it works better to remodel shortcuts as a way of optimizing lifestyle, not as a way of reducing the work. Do you think 2 eggs in the morning before bed with fish oil, do you think that'll help T levels a lot? Not really. I'm not going to say it's going to hurt T levels, but just having 2 eggs, is that going to help testosterone levels? Maybe, maybe not. That's kind of negligible. You can't really measure that. You know, I'd say if you increase your protein intake to 1 gram a day and increase your healthy fat intake, you know, for all of your meals, and we're eating fatty fish multiple times a week and having eggs every day, that would be likely to increase testosterone levels. But you can't objectively, you know, you can't quantitatively measure that. Just having 2 eggs in the morning, unless you got your blood levels checked before, and then, you know, 3-4 months after doing that, there'd be no way of knowing how much it would affect you. Any questions, guys? Any questions? This is question time. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm glad the podcast is helping. Better to train high intensity once a week or moderately 3 times a week? What, high intensity relative to weightlifting or high intensity relative to cardio? That's going to depend. If it's weightlifting, I can say right now I'm not a fan of super low intensity lifting. Unless you are just a freakish genetic outlier, it's not going to be that effective. Generally speaking, with lifting weights, more is better. General heuristic. For cardio depends on the kind of cardio that you're doing. So, oh, it is weightlifting. Oh no, dude, once a week fucking lifting, fuck that shit. I'm not even gonna pretend that that's optimal. That's just you doing the fucking bare minimum. No, you're never gonna look that great or be that strong or really anything remotely impressive lifting 1 day a week. Yeah, for cardio though, yeah, cardio would come down to what kind of, you know, the intensity of what you're doing basically, and then relative to your recovery. Doing 100 body weight squats a day. Yeah, doing 100 body weight squats a day is great. It's exercise. It's also a great way to improve general hip mobility. If you got stiff hips, bad knees, you know, your tight thighs, groin, squat 100 times a day, aside from making your legs probably a bit more muscular, that will probably solve most of your flexibility issues. So yeah, I can definitely get on board with that. A friend of mine thinks doing 200 push-ups for 2 weeks is better. Your friend's stupid. That's just someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. So, sorry for them. Alright guys, I'm here at my destination. Good talk. And I will talk to you all again. Train